For centuries, science textbooks taught us a simple, comfortable idea. Jupiter is just a giant hollow ball of gas floating in space. Most people assume that if you were to drop a probe through its outer swirl of storms, it would simply fall through thousands of kilometers of soft hydrogen and helium until it hit a tiny rocky core at the center. But fresh data from NASA's Juno spacecraft and recent atmospheric hydrodynamic models published by the University of Chicago have officially shattered that misconception. Deep beneath the impenetrable veil of colorful clouds lies an alien world so violently dense, complex, and strange that it completely redefines what a planet can actually be. Using 6-channel microwave radiometers capable of peering tens of kilometers below the cloud tops, scientists uncovered something extraordinary. Jupiter isn't just gas, it is hiding massive global reservoirs of oxygen bound into deep-seated water and gases at concentrations up to 1.5 times higher than the Sun. As you descend past a visible upper atmosphere, terrifying atmospheric pressures force hydrogen gas to collapse into an ocean of liquid metallic hydrogen, a glowing electrified fluid that squeezed atoms together so tightly they conduct electricity like molten iron. Far from being a gentle gas giant, Jupiter hides a crushing metallic inner ocean and a dissolved fuzzy core, proving that if you try to fly through this planetary titan, you wouldn't pass through air, you would smash into an impenetrable wall of liquid metal and dense chemical extremes. To truly grasp what NASA discovered beneath Jupiter's clouds, one must visualize the violent physics of extreme planetary descent. As a probe drops below the visible atmosphere, the temperature and pressure surge to unimaginable extremes, surpassing millions of Earth atmospheres. Here, the boundary between gas and liquid completely vanishes. Water and oxygen don't exist as vapor or familiar oceans. Instead, under pressures exceeding 100 gigapascals, water molecules are forced into a strange exotic phase, known as superionic ice. In this mysterious state, oxygen atoms freeze into a rigid crystalline lattice, while hydrogen ions move freely through the grid, conducting electricity like a liquid wire. This means Jupiter's deep interior isn't just an ocean of metallic hydrogen. It is saturated with exotic, glowing chemical states that defy conventional physics. These deep-seated oceanic layers are precisely why Jupiter's magnetic field is the most powerful and erratic in the solar system. NASA's Juno spacecraft, utilizing its precise gravity sensors, revealed that Jupiter doesn't possess a solid, isolated marble core at its center as scientists assumed for decades. Instead, the intense heat and churning currents of metallic hydrogen have partially melted and dissolved the planet's heavy elements into a diluted, fuzzy core that extends across nearly half of the planet's radius. By measuring how radio signals shift as Juno passes through these magnetic anomalies, astrophysicists realize that Jupiter is essentially a giant self-sustaining dynamo. It is a planet where oxygen, hydrogen, and crushed heavy elements are continuously mixed in a churning, supercritical cauldron, acting less like a quiet gas sphere and more like a hyper-dense planetary engine. This immense gravitational and magnetic energy doesn't just stay trapped inside Jupiter, it violently shapes everything around it. Recent microwave scans from the Juno spacecraft aimed directly at Jupiter's volcanic moon Io revealed a terrifying reality. The gas giant's crushing gravitational tides generate so much internal friction that Io's outer crust isn't solid rock, but a porous churning layer of volcanic ash and magma. Jupiter literally flexes and kneads its moons from millions of kilometers away, acting as a cosmic furnace that powers the most volcanically active world in the solar system. Understanding these extreme mechanisms is completely changing how astronomers look at distant worlds across a galaxy. Telescopes like James Webb are now detecting massive superjupiters around foreign stars, revealing that hyperdense oceans of metallic hydrogen and exotic oxygen states aren't anomalies. They might be the cosmic standard. Jupiter is no longer viewed as an inert ball of gas, but as a blueprint for the galaxy's most extreme planetary engines. As we uncover these terrifying, superheated oceans of liquid metal and dense chemical extremes buried beneath Jupiter's clouds, a profound, almost disturbing truth begins to emerge about our own existence. For decades, we viewed this planetary titan simply as an isolated cosmic curiosity, a distant, stormy sphere that had little to do with the delicate cradle of life on Earth. But the reality revealed by modern astrophysics is far more intimate and unsettling. Jupiter is the ultimate architect of the solar system. Its colossal gravitational footprint, powered by that dense, churning interior engine, acted as a cosmic vacuum cleaner during the chaotic early days of planetary formation. By devouring trillions of tons of space debris and flinging lethal planet-killing asteroids into the deep dark of interstellar space, this hyper-dense giant created a safe, stable orbital zone where Earth could nurture liquid water and allow fragile biological evolution to unfold over billions of years. Yet, this protective relationship comes with a dark, unpredictable double edge. The very same gravitational mechanisms that deflect deadly comets can occasionally twist their trajectories, transforming Jupiter from a protective shield into a terrifying catapult that hurls icy, extinction-level hazards directly toward the inner planets. Standing on Earth and looking up at that tiny, innocent point of light in the night sky, it is almost impossible for the human mind to process the sheer scale of the hellish machine operating right in our cosmic backyard. Beneath those serene, pastel-colored cloud bands lies a world where pressures compress atoms into electrically conductive metallic seas, where oxygen and water exist in bizarre, exotic states, and where a single storm can swallow our entire planet whole without leaving a trace. As NASA's probes push deeper into these uncharted planetary abysses, we are forced to confront the humbling truth. We live in a universe governed not by gentle, peaceful worlds, but by unimaginable, violent engines of nature, and our very survival rests on the delicate balance maintained by the terrifying giant we are only just beginning to understand. What do you think about Jupiter's terrifying secret? Is this colossal engine of liquid metal and crushed oxygen our ultimate celestial guardian angel? Or is it an unpredictable cosmic catapult waiting to fling another extinction-level asteroid straight toward Earth? The line between cosmic protector and planetary destroyer is shockingly thin, and I want to hear your take. Drop your theories in the comments below. I read and reply to as many of you as I can. If this journey into the brutal, superheated depths of Jupiter blew your mind, smash that like button right now and subscribe to Exoplanet X. We break down the most mind-bending space discoveries, alien worlds, and raw planetary science every single week, so make sure to turn on all notifications so you never miss a deep dive. Share this video with anyone who still thinks gas giants are just empty balls of air. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next episode right here on Exoplanet X.